Nico's Rentas here, mentorsapproach.com. Today's email is Valentine's Day. How do we deal with the sadness, the loneliness? How do you deal with getting through it all after a breakup specifically? And I got two emails here with two breakups that happened. One's a little bit further. And basically, it's been an ongoing work to get to the stage where she's having success. And the first email is somebody who is dealing with it in a totally fresh view, and they're at Valentine's Day. So I just wanted to pump out this video so that people can listen to it and see all about what Valentine's Day gets us going and how to work through it. So here we go. Hi Nikos, Valentine's Day sucks. I love how you start. I broke up with my boyfriend after he cheated on me a few weeks after New Year's. Good for you. He was cheating for a while and blamed it all on me. Heard it before. I saw your Instagram post and like what you write. Thank you. I thought I would hear your input on how to deal with feeling like shit. I wanted to contact him several times in the last few days, and my mom has coached me through not calling. Good for your mom. You have an awesome mom. You stick by your mom. She's, like right now, she's mother of the year, okay? I miss him and want him back. No, you don't. He hasn't reached out, so I guess I am the sore loser in all of this. You can look at it that way. I would not be looking at it that way. Everyone is posting pictures of being in love and getting flowers and talking about their planned dates. All my friends are married and I'm just feeling alone. How do you cope with it all? Look, you're coping with it in a negative way because your relationship just ended and it's still fresh. Okay, and that's why, and you don't really state how long you were with the person, but clearly when you say he was cheating on me for a long time, I'm assuming it was going on a little bit longer than a year or two, okay? You don't miss him, and when I say you don't miss him, yeah, okay, you miss him as in he's not around, but you don't miss him from the perspective of love. You're missing him from the loneliness of somebody not being there anymore. You're remembering, you're at the stage where you're remembering all the good things that happened between you two, and you're forgetting about all the bad things that happened, which is causing this effect, especially on days like these where, it's Valentine's Day and you're seeing all this stuff with your friends who are married and all the posts on Facebook and all this love stuff, and it's driving a pit in your stomach. So what you really want to focus on in the next email, you'll see it, is the same scenario. Girl got cheated on and what she's done and the process. And what you really want to focus on is making a list that shows all the bad stuff he did to you. And then look at the list, and it might be that he did it at the beginning, but it's all the things that you need from somebody. All the things that you want in a person. And you want to have these two lists by your side whenever you feel like this, so you can review them. So when you're about to call him, okay, when you're about to message him, you review that list and you say, oh my God, he did this, 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 and this. And then you take out the other list and you go, oh my God, I want this, 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 and this. And that's not him. And that way you can really put more logic and take away from that emotion, because our emotional side always wants to take over, especially on days like this. And thank God for your mom that's there. Okay, and dealing on a day like this is simple from a perspective of looking at from a positive side of things, of where you're at in life and what you need. And that's the other list you would make of what you want to be doing, your life purpose. You got to figure out what makes you happy on your own before you get in another relationship, such that you're able to continue doing the things you love and not make your happiness based on the new person that comes in. Because when we're feeling like this, you see sometimes people get out of breakups and, they're like, well, it's done. And there's two aspects to it. Sometimes I look at them and I'm like, wow, did you not even care? And then other times I see the people that are truly happy with themselves and they go, well, if they didn't love me, like, I can't help with that, but I'm not going to beg to get love. I want somebody to love me for who I am. And there's two aspects for that. And which one are you right now? Okay, and which one do you want to be? That's what we got to look at. So Valentine's Day, like, it's just a day. So take your mom out and go for dinner. Give her a big hug. Give her a flower. Okay, maybe buy a flower for yourself too. Okay, and take the newspaper so you can look at what chocolates are on sale tomorrow. And go out with your mom for dinner and have a great night with her, because she deserves it. Okay? And the second email, please pay attention to this. Hi, Nikos. How do you deal with all this Valentine stuff? At least we got there, eh? Healthy. You were totally right on the X. After our call, I made the lists and kept reviewing them. It didn't take him. I didn't take him off Facebook or do anything. Congrats. I thought you were going to take him off. 3 weeks later, he contacted me to get back together. I, stupidly, didn't take your advice there, but realized 2 weeks later that I should have listened to you. Listen, you're going through the stages, and you gotta. If you didn't do that, you would be questioning, should I have done that or not? Sorry, why didn't I do it? So basically, what you want to be looking at is saying, I did it, I learned, and I know for next time I'm not going to be doing it again. Okay. Fast forward, he contacted me again a few weeks ago. No doubt just in time to get me going for Valentine's Day. And again, this was one of the things we talked about. Okay, he abused you, he wasn't a good guy, and he cheated on you. And narcissistic tendencies out of it will dictate that he will be coming back on days that he knows you are at the lowest point. So we got to look at that and be prepared for that, right? And you did exactly what I told you to do. I reviewed my list once again and kept to my commitment of focusing on what's best for me. Awesome. I have dated a few guys and it has made it easier. The only problem is the lows, and I have kept busy on things I have to do when I get those. But days like these are just horrible, and they're gonna be horrible for a while because you're still getting through the breakup. And you finish off the email with, P.S. One guy I am on date 4, and I also kept to the gym and I have lost 27 pounds. Lifesaver. Look, you're saving yourself by doing all these things. You're on date 4 with a guy, and because you're still dealing with this idiot and letting yourself get down on days like this, you can't appreciate a guy who's been willing to go out on 4 dates with you. That is awesome. That is a huge positive, a bonus. And all you got to really think about is, who do I want to be around today that I want to love? And it might not be the guy you're on date 4 with. He might have been doing something, he's fresh, whatever. You know, you might be not wanting to go with him, and you might want to go out with your friends or people that you know, or some random people that you met recently that decided, hey, we're going to go out for Valentine's Day. Or maybe you want, the previous email, maybe you just want to take your mom out and go for Valentine's Day, or your dad, or your siblings, or do something. The point is that Valentine's Day is just a day, and your appreciation in both these emails, the appreciation should be every day. But we're looking and focused on the one day that everybody looks at and they go, hey, everybody's just in this mushy gushy stuff, and they're all loving it. And the people that aren't in relationships and aren't getting the treatment, they're like, oh, I hate Valentine's Day. And the reality is that when you're with somebody, okay, you should be appreciating them every day. And on the other side, okay, they should be appreciating you every day. Or else there's no point to be in that relationship. And I'm not talking just about two lovers together, okay? I'm talking about any relationship, any friendship, any work relationship. If you're not around people that appreciate you, then there's no point. And I'm going to make another video about this, but this is where we're looking at appreciation. If you're not feeling appreciated, then it's time to move on and find people that will appreciate you. Because in this case, both of you, okay, went through something traumatic, and there was no appreciation. And when there's a big day like this, you're looking at it from a perspective that, this day I should be appreciated. And no, it should be appreciation every day. And when you look at, and trust me, take my word on this, when you're looking at your actual friends and other family members and colleagues, and they're like, oh, it's Valentine's Day, and my Valentine's doing this for me, and blah, 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 I can guarantee you that 1 and 2, and I could say, like, without a doubt, 1 and 2 do not tell you everything that's going on. I can tell you that they are struggling with some aspect of the relationship. Okay, I can tell you without a doubt that they are not doing and not representing online or in person what is actually happening. A lot of people keep close and they don't say what they want to say. Now, why am I bringing this up? Because when you're looking at it on Valentine's Day and you see all the mushy-gushy stuff, you got to remember, that not everybody's happy and not everybody shows what is actually happening. And yeah, they might get flowers, but they're calling me for a divorce. And they're giving flowers to the girl, and they're saying, well, I really want to divorce her. And you got to remember, they're calling me and they're saying, how do I make my marriage better because I really fucked up? They're calling me because they're saying, hey, I've fallen out of love. I fell back in love, but by the time I fell back in love, she's not in love with me. They're calling because their kids are the priority of their life, and they're trying to figure out how to spice things up and make things better. And they're calling me because they hate their lives, because they hate what they're doing, but they love their wife, and they don't want to give up their work and all the things that they provide for that love so they can pursue what they love to do. You got to understand, there's scenario upon scenario. Valentine's Day is just a day. Go and buy yourself some flowers, buy your mom some flowers, go make somebody happy. Show them you appreciate them, and go for dinner with them and do something fun. And what that will show how much you care about them. Okay? And it will make you happier at the end of the day, because they're going to turn around and be like, I love you too. And you know what? In the first email with your mom, you go hug her, because she is saving your life right now. This is Nikos Rentas, mentorsapproach.com. If you have a scenario or similar scenario and you want to get in touch, please visit mentorsapproach.com, book an appointment with me, or send me an email with something brief that I can go on to explain what your scenarios and what I would do to point you in the right direction. Please subscribe to the channel, and if anybody would find value of this, please share with them. And again, my name is Nikos Rentas, mentorsapproach.com. Happy Valentine's Day.